Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Pre-Market Report sponsored by Delta.exchange. I thought of doing Dalal Seed Week Ahead program yesterday, but I was little bit busy. But in the evening time, everybody was focusing on oath taking ceremony and the cricket. So I thought maybe we will skip this time. But today, let me try to cover a little bit. The first thing is that US futures are almost flat. Asian markets are mixed as usual, and many Asian markets are closed for public holiday. The GIFT Nifty indicating about 50-55 points lower opening for our markets. Yesterday, it was a party in a 5-star hotel, but now it is done and dusted. Now it is time to come back to reality. Maybe idli or dosa. For lunch, maybe sambar rice. So the same way, the oath taking ceremony is over yesterday night, and today morning the stock market will have to come back to reality. Now the markets will be focusing on nitty-gritties what are the portfolios of the ministers, and particularly markets will worry about the finance ministry. So who will get the finance ministry? Now let me tell you one incident. I still remember it was May 31st, 2019, around 11:30 in the morning time. Markets were trading in green, and suddenly, within few minutes, Nifty fell more than 3%. The Bank Nifty fell nearly 1,000 points. Everybody was wondering, what happened? Why? People were rushing to check in the Google. Is there any natural disaster? Are people switched on their business channels, waiting for any breaking news? And nothing. But market has fallen 3%. Few minutes later, the news came that Nirmala Sitharaman was appointed as a finance minister. But at the end of the day, the markets recovered. That's a different story. But when the market fall 3%, traders' stop loss would have been hit on the downside, or many people would have exited in panic. The same thing, you look on June 3, the market went up. June 4, it fell more than 9%. The next 3 days, the entire 9% has been recovered. But what would have happened to the people who have kept the stop loss? They have gone already. So, why the market fell that day so drastically? Because people were expecting Amit Shah as finance minister, but nobody expected Nirmala Sitharaman. Now, on that particular day, nobody knows anything about Nirmala Sitharaman. She was not a finance minister earlier, but still the market took such a bearish view about her. But now, even the hardcore BJP members are tweeting against Nirmala Sitharaman. Now, market is expecting Piyush Goyal as the finance minister. So, in stock market, mostly forget about what is right and what is wrong. I will not blame, even a small thing about Nirmala Sitharaman. I don't think that she has done anything wrong or anything terrible. Because, assume that a finance minister has done something wrong. There are so many party functionaries, prime minister, other colleagues. They would have corrected her. Why nobody told her that what she has done is wrong? She should correct it. And only after 5 full years, and now everybody say, we don't want Nirmala Sitharaman. So that is, I would say, it is totally unfair to Nirmala Sitharaman. Even, about 2 weeks before, when somebody questioned her, she said a sleeping partner will not sit here and talk to you. It was purely a joke. And, the entire media, they went against her. Probably, I would say the only one mistake that she has done, she should have mentioned it very explicitly that this is a joke. Or she should say on a lighter note. So probably that was the mistake. Otherwise, I feel that, people, they are losing the sense of humor. And if somebody said you are a sleeping partner, so she said, I'm a sleeping, then how can I answer? It was a joke, right? So, but whatever is said and done, who is right, who is wrong, forget about all those things. Market expects something. If that something happens, market will be happy. If that is not happening, market will be reacting negatively. So, therefore, for one or the other reason, if Nirmala Sitharaman's name is announced as a finance minister, once again, the markets can react negatively. Because now, at that time at least, some operators were against her. But now it seems that most of the people are against her. But I am not against her. Okay. Now, I am a minority. So, there is my view is not going to be taken anywhere. So, a simple, there are three possibilities. Nirmala Sitharaman, finance minister, markets will react negatively. Piyush Goyal, market will react positively. And then it can be different from these two people also. But we don't know what Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish Kumar and negotiated. So who knows, some of them, one of those MPs may get the portfolio. So we will wait and see. So once this portfolio is announced, then more or less all the uncertainties related to politics is over. So once all the uncertainties related to politics is over, the markets will be focusing on the usual things like inflation data, IIP data, manufacturing PMI data, US jobs data. So especially this week, Fed meeting is there. So this Fed meeting outcome will be known by Wednesday night. And also consumer price inflation data and IIP data will be out on Wednesday evening for our markets. And looking at the open interest, the Friday market rally was, fantastic rally. Nobody expected such a big rally just ahead of the big event of this, Prime Minister taking oath and Council of Ministers and those kind of things. And now those event is over. Since the Friday the market rallied so much, the markets are likely to consolidate. That's what the open interest is indicating. The open interest, if you look at the open interest, 24,000 call option having the highest open interest. It looks like that will be the ultimate resistance for the next few weeks. However, 23,500 call is also added significantly, and people have taken 23,000 short straddle also. It was trading around 600 point premium. So that means these people will make some money as long as no Nifty moving 500 point plus minus from 23,000. Of course, put option 22,000 put option having the highest open interest. So because of this political uncertainty and like many other things, it's better to be safe. If you want to trade, you take positions for, the far away distances, and still the premiums are very good. Although VIX has crashed from above 30 to below 16, but still the premiums are respectable, I would say. So also we need to watch whether the VIX is falling below 15. So once VIX falls below 15, I would say this will become a consistent bull market. So remember, below 15 is usually a bull market, and 15 to 30, is a volatile market, and above 30, market will ultimately fall. So that is how I interpret. My interpretation may be wrong. So my decision or my interpretation is based on the past behavior of the market. So I just always see, like just now I told you, 2019 when Nirmala Sitharaman was appointed as finance minister, what happened to the market is because of my experience, right? So maybe we can see some stock specific actions. Nifty closing basis, it closed at all-time high on Friday. Although on June 3 market went much higher than this, on a closing basis, Friday closing is higher. But Bank Nifty closing basis, it's not high, I think. So Bank Nifty still has room to catch up. But now the focus is shifting to IT and FMCG than the banking stocks. So if banking stocks start outperforming, then market can continue to move higher. So anyway, so we will see, but as I told you many times, buy on rumor and sell on news. Okay, before the event, market may move very significantly. After the event, usually the markets don't make a bigger move as long as there is no unpleasant surprise. So right now, only one thing uncertainty is a finance ministry portfolio. Other than that, most of the uncertainties are over. Now it is time to be, normal trading range. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.